What's up, Blockheads? Today we're doing a test ride on a brand new 2019 Harley-Davidson Heritage Special with the 114 cubic inch Milwaukee 8. Before we get started, big shout out to Orlando Harley-Davidson for letting me do some test rides. Also, before we get too far into it, if you guys enjoy content like this, motorcycle test rides, moto vlogs, gear reviews, installs, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon as well while you're over there so it sends you notifications of future uploads and activity.
The 2019 Harley-Davidson Heritage Classic comes in starting at $19,049 for the 107 or $20,449 for the 114. They each have ABS, a security system, and cruise control standard. The Milwaukee 8 107 cubic inch translates to about 1,746 cc's, and the Milwaukee 8 114 cubic inch translates to about 1,868 cc. They are both, of course, electronically fuel injected and have 2-to-2 shorty dual catalyst and muffler exhausts. The 107 is reported to put out about 109 foot-pounds of torque at 3,000 RPM and get about 47 miles per gallon fuel economy. The 114 is reported to put out about 119 foot-pounds of torque at 3,000 RPM and also gets 47 miles per gallon fuel economy. The dimensions of this bike are 95.1 inches in length. Seat height is 26.8 inches. It has a 4.7 inch ground clearance, 30-degree rake. Wheelbase is 64.2 inches. The front tires are a 130/90/16 and the rear are a 150/80/16. Has a 5-gallon fuel capacity. Oil capacity is 5 quarts. Dry weight is 697 pounds. Wet weight is 728 pounds. And luggage capacity volume is 1.5 cubic feet. The front and rear wheels are a gloss black steel laced, and the brakes are a caliper type with a 4-piston fixed front and a 2-piston floating rear. And the gauge is a 5-inch analog speedometer with a digital gear, odometer, fuel level, clock, trip, range, and tachometer indication.
Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the tech specs part of the video there. We're going to go ahead and throw a leg over this thing, take it on the road, hopefully get it out before it rains. Alright, so I'm going to pull over here real quick. We're going to go over the controls and then we will get to the test ride portion. Traditional Harley controls here on the right side, you've got your on-off switch, you've got your hazards up top. If you press there, indicates right here. Press them again to turn them off. You got your starter down below that. On the very bottom you have your right indicator. Press that, indicates right there. Left side you have your selection switch. I'll go through that in just a minute, but down below that you have your horn. Beep. Up top, high beam, indicates there. Press it back down to turn it off and then press and hold. You've got your pass light. So pass light, just like that. If you use that here in Orlando, people tend to get mad at you. On the left side, you've got your left indicator, indicates there. And then these, you have your fog lights. So you press there, indicator's actually in the gauge right there. Press it again, turn those off. Those are gonna be in the front. Hop off real quick, actually show you guys those. So they're not running all the time like some previous models. So you've got the LED front headlight, and then you press the fog, and now these are on. It's a real clean, crisp looking lighting setup. Turn those off. Alright, so you've got passenger pegs on this one, single disc front brake, got that Heritage emblem on the front. On the tank you've got that orange Harley badging, which looks really nice. You've got footboards, floorboards, whatever you want to call them. Tow shifter, you've got the bags, cubic feet of space storage on these. I said in the tech specs, but I'll post it again right here. And then to open them up, press in, pull out. Already got my hat in there. You got some owner's manual paperwork stuff. Pretty good sized bags. And I do believe these seal up. They've got kind of this like rubber lining that goes around it, which makes contact right there. So it keeps them nice and sealed. Clip into place, and you can lock them. Put keys in, turn it, lock it. Like I was saying earlier as well, it's got the 114 cubic inch Milwaukee 8. More torque, runs cooler, more power. So we're gonna go ahead and leg up, try and get a test ride in, get this thing back before it rains. As you guys might recently have heard as well, a YouTuber with some dirty thumbs actually purchased one of these. John Maxwell recently got a Heritage. So congrats, John Maxwell. Whenever he was over here riding with me, he basically visited Florida and we went out to like Daytona or Cocoa Beach. He ended up riding a Heritage. Orlando Harley-Davidson hooked him up with a 2018, I think it was the 114, but he ended up liking it a lot, so he ended up buying one. That should say something to you, right? So it does have this removable front windshield, which is actually pretty easy to remove and take off. Afternoon showers, man. It is raining like crazy over there. I'm gonna try and get this test ride in pretty quick. Like, I'm about to lose my sunglasses. The way the buffeting is, like, with this windshield here. Just pull over real quick and throw those sunglasses in that bag. See, that is convenient. Alright, so just to go over the display on this thing as well. On the left side here, like I was saying, you have your selection switch, right? So whenever you press that selection switch, it's going to change the stuff here in this display. So if I press it once, basically right now you have remaining mileage. It says R67. So 67 miles until the tank is empty. So that's how far it'll get you. Press it again, changes to the time. Press it again, it changes to RPMs. So this is going to be your speed, and then it has a digital RPMs right there, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but that works, I guess. Press it again, it's got your odometer, it tells you your mileage, so 18 miles on this thing, and then trip A and trip B, back to remaining. So I'm going to just do it on the RPMs. Also in here you do have a fuel gauge. Basically it tells you how far you're at right there on the top, and you also have a gear indicator on the right side. They do have cruise control here on the left side as well, which I will demonstrate how to use here in just a moment. One thing I just did notice, the mirrors, they are actually up and wide enough that you can actually use them. It's actually pretty nice. So cruise control, get up to speed here. You're gonna press in. You can see that it's turned on right there, so a little amber indicator, and then you're gonna press down to set it. So boom, set. That little indicator turns green, and cruise control is on. So if you want to give your throttle hand a rest, you gotta read a book, whatever, you know. Just kidding, don't actually read a book. But that's pretty nice, you know, if you want to give your throttle hand a rest and you're going like distance, which is what, you know, this bike is kind of aimed at. It's got smaller storage in the back, right, with saddlebags, removable front windshield, which is nice. To turn off cruise control, roll forward on throttle, just like that, or you're going to tap brakes, or you just press it in to cancel it as well. This is what it looks like coming to a stop. I'm 5'10" tall, my knees are bent. It's actually very comfortable. My legs aren't, you know, hitting the casing, hitting the primary, and not hitting the exhaust or anything. Yeah, it's actually very comfortable. Is that thunder? I think it was. I gotta get back. It's gonna be a quick test ride. In terms of ergonomics, yeah, like I was saying, I'm 5'10" tall. That's what it looks like coming to a stop. This is how my legs set, so very comfortable on the footboards or floorboards, whatever you want to call them. I would adjust the shifter a little bit. I mean, I know you can do that pretty easily, but it does seem like I got to reach down a bit. In regards of shifting, it does have a very like firm, positive click to it. So, you know, I'm in third gear right now, so if I'm shifting up, you know, it's got that real nice click to it. The reason I mention that in every video, it's pretty much standard across all their newer bikes. I have ridden Harleys before that have a little bit of a mushier shifter, but these new bikes, man, they feel really nice in terms of shifting. It's a very positive, like, good click, which, you know, gives you a feeling that, okay, the confidence that you shifted into the next gear. It's a great. So going at speeds, this windshield does take away a lot of the wind on your face, but there is a little bit on top of the helmet. At distance, that might get a little annoying, but I'm sure you can probably get like a taller windshield. This thing is really comfortable. The suspension feels really nice, pretty much as it has across most of the new Harleys, the 2019s. You don't feel like a lot of the road, you know, the bumps, and the handling on this thing actually feels really nice. It feels very like flickable. Braking, nice. Lean angle, not bad. Oh, that rain is right there. Suspension, nice. This is a very smooth bike. I can totally see why John Maxwell ended up buying one. Really nice. So this is nice because it's not like a full fairing, you know, like big touring style. You know, kind of like the Road King, but just a bit of a different style. So you've got, you know, front windshield, and you've got bags. The bags aren't as big as the Road King, but you've still got bags if you need to haul stuff, which is nice. I surprisingly like the bars. Like the way they come up, it's actually really comfortable having them right here. This is a comfy ride for sure. I could definitely see doing some distance on this thing. One of these days, I'm gonna be looking for something to do more distance, and I'm gonna have my work cut out for me in terms of decisions between like a freaking road glide or a street glide. Probably go road glide, or like a Heritage. This is a cool bike, and the color of it is awesome. Absolutely love the color. Oh, let's do some low speed maneuvering. Authorities. This thing is nice. It's a solid ride. So regarding the Milwaukee 8, like I was saying earlier, runs well, has oil liquid cooled heads. You've got 4 plugs per cylinder, so a more efficient burn, produces more torque, more power compared to the previous, and this being the 114 cubic inch. Feels really nice. Lots of power. Just to be open and transparent with you guys, I'm a lover of all bikes, so I'm not like super picky. Previously, I have owned quite a few. I currently own a 2017 Dyna Lowrider S. I also own a 2018 Honda Grom, which is a 125cc monster, the Lowrider S being a 110 cubic inch. And then I've also owned a couple sport bikes like the Yamaha R6, which is a 600cc Super Sport, and a CBR 1000RR, which is a 1000cc Super Sport. So I love all bikes. Whenever I get on a bike and I'm enjoying it, I mean, it takes probably a lot for me to not like a bike, but there are those occasional few. This is just me giving you guys an insight into what it's like to test ride one of these, so hope you guys have enjoyed the test ride video. Yeah, my overall thoughts, I think if you're buying it for the application in which it's built for, you know, you're not going like super long distance, or you need like some storage, the bags not being the biggest bags that they make, it's a good option for you. It's also not like a full fairing touring style bike. You know, you don't have like the big old front fairing fixed to the bars or to the frame. So, and it's got like that classic look to it, especially like with the leather. Would I buy it? I mean, it's not my style. I do like the paint job though. I really like how Harley-Davidson has started doing this line across some of their newer bikes. So there and here, that's cool. It's interesting how they did the hub on that with that big old silver chromed out piece. But yeah, it's a cool bike, a lot of fun to ride. It actually feels much more nimble than I thought, especially, you know, as the front tire isn't like the skinniest. But yeah, big thanks again to Orlando Harley-Davidson for letting me do a test ride on it. What's up, man? Where you been? Yeah, you're in it now. Once again, big thanks to Orlando Harley-Davidson for letting me do a test ride. You guys be sure to check them out. All links down in the description below. If you guys do have any questions on the bike, be sure to post them up in the comments down below. Aaron up here has an account. He goes through and talks about the bikes, answers some questions that you guys might have. So if you guys have any questions, post them up. People always look at me like I'm crazy sitting here like I'm talking to a bike. Y'all be sure to go check him out as well at instagram.com/OHD_Aaron, so AARON. Hope you guys have enjoyed the test ride video. Y'all be sure to come back to this channel to get those original Harley-Davidson thorough test ride videos, often imitated, never duplicated. If y'all did enjoy the video, be sure to hit that like button. If y'all aren't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button as well. And until next time, you guys ride safe out there, stay vigilant, and I will catch y'all later. Deuces. Ooh, that storm is coming. Getting this thing back inside. Feel that downdraft. Ah, this bike is comfy.